So just imagine that you are someone who has started your spiritual journey, or you are on this journey from a long time. You do meditation, you read all of these nice books, you get inspired by people who are improving themselves every day, and you are also in that state. You're meditating on some days, you're practicing mindfulness and all of those nice things, right? And suddenly one day you're sitting there in traffic in your car and you are triggered instantly. You're so angry and you're abusing other person. You get triggered maybe by your partner, or someone did something in your vicinity, and then you are suddenly triggered. And then there is a little voice in your head which is telling you, whatever I did till now, is it even working? If I was really spiritual, if all of this was really working, should I be triggered? Right? You have those feelings of doubt that time on this all was a waste. Now, this is a very common question that a lot of people have, which I'm going to tackle in this video. So stay tuned. Now, I used to think that being spiritual, I'm going to become Zen. I'm going to become a monk who doesn't feel a thing. I thought that when I started my journey, not a long back actually. I used to think that I'm doing all of these nice things and I'm not going to feel triggered. You come and abuse me, I'm still going to be sitting here and not reacting, right? That's when self-doubt crept me as well. Now, I hope someone had told this to me earlier, which I'm telling you right now, that being spiritual doesn't mean you are stopping to become a human. I'm going to repeat that. Being spiritual doesn't mean that you're going to stop being human. All of these emotions that we feel, anger, jealousy, ego, all of these, like whatever you can think of, all of these emotions are what makes us human, what makes us feel things. So if you are spiritual, doesn't mean that you stop being human, doesn't mean that you're going to stop doing and feeling these things. So spirituality is not about erasing all of these emotions. It is about tackling them differently. It may sound simpler at this time, but there are ways that you can tackle them differently. All of these saints and monks and all of those people who've been practicing these things from a long time, they've reached that point because they've picked up one point and they have basically tackled it differently. It's not like 5 years they've been doing something and suddenly all of their anger vanished away, or suddenly these things which triggered them, it vanished away. Those people were the ones who took charge of their life. They took things which triggered them, because that's why we're doing all of this, right? Like, so that we can become Zen and nothing affects us. If you want to reach that stage, you've got to first step identify what are those things which are triggering you, then work upon them. Those people who've achieved that mental state of being a monk or being that Zen state all the time are the ones who've picked one thing at a time and tackled them differently, healed them. I'm going to make a separate video about healing because that's also quite a woo-woo thing. I've done a few videos on healing already. I'll link them in the description below. But basically, you need to heal one emotion at a time. That's what spirituality is about. You're not going to erase those emotions. You're going to let them surface. So the next time you feel triggered, next time you are in that state, it's an opportunity for you to pick that up, identify it, work on it, then get rid of it. I'm not saying it's going to happen once. Like, you've watched this video, next time you're angry, you've identified, you've healed, and then it's not going to crop up again. I can tell you with my own experience, I've been healing from past few years. There are things which still triggered me. There are some things which I've completely healed. There are some things, some events, some people which still trigger me, which means that part is still not healed. But it's a continuous journey. I hope you've heard this long enough that spirituality is a lifelong journey. So I want you to, at this very moment, shift your perspective from trying to suppress your emotions or getting rid of them to identifying them, thinking of those emotional moments as opportunities to heal them, opportunities to work on them and tackle them differently. Now, spirituality is not about being numb. You're not going to numb your emotions. You're not going to stop being human. I hope I've said that enough time and I've emphasized it, that it's okay to feel all of these things. It's actually a good thing that you are sitting here and watching this video because something triggered you, which means at least you've done the first step of identifying. Now, there is a small exercise that I wish you watching that does. Next time when you're triggered, or maybe sit now, or maybe in the past week, what is it that triggered you? Wherein you were like struggling mentally, you didn't know how to tackle it. What was it? Take a pen and a notebook. Write down what is it that triggered you. Why do you think that triggered you? Is it a person or is it some emotion which is buried deep down, which keeps coming up again and again? So do that exercise. I think you will feel lighter. This whole process, it's about becoming free from those emotions, identifying those emotions, loving those emotions, and tackling them differently. So once you start doing this exercise over time, what you're doing is you are rewiring your brain to think of those emotions or trigger points as things which are letting you down, things which are draining your energy, to things which are giving you an opportunity to rewrite your life, rewrite the way you react to certain things. All right. I hope this has helped someone out there. Do let me know via comments on what your experience with this small exercises, or what are the different things which trigger you and something that you've tried and not worked. Let me know via comments and it would be wonderful to talk about it with you. All right, now in next video, I am going to talk about another interesting topic, which is a myth actually a lot of people think. Does spirituality mean that I have to get rid of all the wantings, all the materialistic things you want? Is spirituality that, or is it completely the opposite? So if you're interested in knowing that, obviously do like this video, subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon. And this whole series that I'm doing is about all the common questions that you and me and people like us have when it comes to spirituality. All right, I'm going to see you all next week with that interesting topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.